Welcome to Oops All Segments, the very best podcast hitting your eardrums at this very moment. I'm Kevin.
I'm Thomas, and today we are here with a mystery guest. A guest, I don't know her, you don't know her. No one knows where she came from or why she's here. It's Nichole Reed. Welcome, Nichole.
Oh my God, hey. I'm glad somebody got me out of there.
You seem trapped under your laptop screen.
Yeah, just my laptop. I hide under it.
There is sort of in the lore of Oops All Segments, I think we're now getting there's now a void underneath that third window where a few people have had to emerge from we had Rat Doodle do that. I think a few episodes ago, someone else was hiding under, there seems to be people constantly emerging from whatever that
I'll say this, I feel our guests are getting savvier. It used to be that by the end of the show they were shamed to be on it, but now, right from the beginning, they don't want us to plug anything that they've done or point people to their social media.
Our reputation has started to precede itself, some may say. Yes, yeah. That's wonderful. Nichole, what's going on in your life? What's new with you?
You know, I took a little break from work and I went back this week and I've been, oh my God, I guess I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Now it's public knowledge. But I left.
Not yet.
And
it's not. You can go back.
No. I think this is good. This is good because I work a boring corporate job right now and I left. I was a little burnt out and I came back. And they offered me more money and they've moved me around. But it's it feels like a toxic relationship where it was hey, baby, come back.
Yeah. Treat your job like you're abusing it in a relationship, is what I've always said. I've always said to sort of treat your employer. I mean, that is maybe actually a good. Take the power back.
Kevin is an employer, so do you want to be want by your staff?
I mean, I'm a masochist.
Yeah,
but,
I'm wait, should I be really mean?
Which one is the one where masochist? I'm a masochist. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't want that.
So, but I think, it sounds like by stepping away, you at least got rewarded for showing that,
that's
hey,
wonderful.
I don't need this.
I'm thinking I should do it again. Leave.
Each and every week, you can threaten to leave.
You know what? I'm taking a 3-day weekend on the regular until you shape up. Until you give me a corner office, I'm taking a 3-day weekend.
Exactly. I'm climbing the social ladder, the corporate ladder.
Corporate ladder, in fact.
Is there any indulgence that you're thinking, now that I got this pay bump, I'm going to start buying this, or I'm going to buy this for myself?
For the listeners, it is Black Friday today.
Oh, true.
So if you're gonna splurge,
next Friday's Black Friday, but yeah.
What it is? It's Black Friday here in Canada.
Oh, really? Is it today?
Yeah. I don't think it's different here than it is there, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Why are you doing it early?
We don't have Thanksgiving the same time you guys do, though, right? Our Thanksgiving's in October. So
what are you thankful for? Wait, what are y'all celebrating there?
What do you have to be thankful for? Your life looks
we
like
recognize
shit.
the genocide of the indigenous people here just a little earlier than you guys do. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So anyway, now that we've acknowledged the historical trauma behind the holiday, what are you buying from Amazon?
This isn't a bit. This is real. I bought a Nintendo Switch as a grown adult, and honestly, I don't know. It's great.
Nichole, what are you playing on that Switch? I'm a big Switch fan myself.
This is great. I'm playing Animal Well currently.
Ooh, that's such a cool game.
What?
Well.
Is that like a sequel to Animal Crossing, where first you were pissing them off and now they're sort of doing okay?
Oh, Kevin. How naive you sound.
I don't know what
someone is not exactly checking the indie game update list.
But also, I was it could be. I don't know enough. Where am I?
And how naive Nichole is as well. And each of you, compared to me, knows little. But I know all. Well, tell Kevin about Animal Well, Nichole. What's your experience been like?
Oh, great. I'm nervous now because it's going to be wrong. But It's a game that I heard about from YouTube because I watched this guy's YouTubes on video games. Donkey?
Video game donkey.
Video game donkey. Thank you. Wow, I feel like I'm getting tested. It's a pop
No,
quiz.
I'm just
You're
a fan
teacher.
of. I'm a fan of all of these things. You're just naming things I
Before
like.
we started recording,
Yeah.
Nicole said this
and
felt
so far,
like a job interview.
you're like at a B+. So keep it up.
Oh, okay. Well, I won an A. It's fine. Oh, thank you. I'm like, what game is that from?
You'll break
Zelda?
Thomas's heart if you don't know. It is from
It
Breath
is
of the
Zelda.
Wild.
Nice job.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. It is. Okay.
I never played the game, but he gets happy every time I do it. So
Yeah.
anyway, so you're into Animal Well. And Animal Well is what?
I'm playing it. It's stressing me out, but it's a really beautiful game. Like, it's very dark and like neon, and they don't have a lot of instructions, which is kind of nice. So you just kind of wander around and figure the game out. So I've been playing a little bit of that. And then I've been playing Cat Quest 3, not 1, not 2, but Cat Quest 3.
Is that
And now
like
the student
where
has
you're a
become the
cat?
master. I don't know anything about Cat Quest.
Okay, I highly recommend it. I've been playing with my partner, and you're a kitten pirate, and you're basically just going around getting treasure, fighting bosses, and it's just a really nice teamwork game. I really recommend it, and you get to dress up as a cute cat.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm always on the lookout for co-op games, so I might check that one out.
You should. It's hard. It's actually hard, which was shocking playing a game as a kitten. So
that's fair enough. I thought it was going to be like what's that? Stray, I think is the game I'm thinking of.
I have downloaded
I thought it was like
that.
a sequel to
The
Stray.
kitty game.
Yes, yeah. But obviously, I did not know that. That seems more aptly named Cat Quest, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Stray
What's the
sounds like a
first-
game about my partner.
What do you mean? It's,
What do you
Strays
mean?
from the relationship so often, it feels like that should be named after her.
Are you okay, man?
That's
That
kind of
sounds
weird.
bad.
Like, that's yeah. I don't.
Is that all right?
I don't know. Yeah. What's the sound? for it?
Yes, sometimes I can still hear her calling in the quiet moments, but she is long gone. As for me, I have to issue a public apology.
A public apology.
Yeah.
Do I need? I don't want to be in the video for this.
Yeah, you really don't actually. Everyone, maybe even me, should dip off camera.
Yeah,
So-
here, hold on. Here, we'll main. I think I can platform you somehow.
Okay.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
me.
no,
Hold on.
it's just
Wait,
you.
that's
Let's
just
just keep Kevin up while I make this apology. And Kevin,
Hold on.
can you try to lip
How do I
sync what I'm
fix
saying
this?
so it seems like you're saying it?
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
no.
I don't
do you want
want
me
to
to
be
do?
the man's
Yeah,
apology
I'll try
video.
to lip sync your apology here.
Okay, that's
so go
perfect.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for a long time on the show, I have denied the existence of COVID-19. Yet this week, I caught it. I caught the novel coronavirus, and I want to send $100 to Dr. Fauci to make amends for the slander I have lain at his feet. I didn't believe you. I called it the Fauci ouchie, but actually, it could have saved my butt this week. So I'm still recording. I am a hero. I'm brave, but I do apologize for my past distrust.
I heard in the rumor mill that you have a gender specific COVID.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. You have
Yeah, it sort of sucks.
COVID-19/M/Chicago.
I have that when you're posting relationship advice on Reddit and you put M19 after to indicate what you are. Yes. So I have the boy version of COVID, which as everyone knows is much more easy to complain about than the more feminine
much more.
version
Yeah,
of
the symptoms are much more. Yeah, they seem to be. Yeah, that's
the
fair.
weird
I'm sorry to hear that,
symptom
but
I'm
you've got the
struggling
COVID.
with.
Yeah,
It hasn't been bad. I was very congested for a couple days, but I have this horrible ache in my right side, sort of behind my, in my back, sort of under my armpit, and it just, I don't know why it's not going away, but that's the primary symptom, just these aches, and
Is that where
sometimes in
your
my
lungs
legs.
are?
Yeah.
It could be. I mean, that would make sense given what the disease is. But I feel
Yeah.
like my breathing is okay, but it just sort of hurts on my right side.
Right.
So
Right. Have you? I mean, I guess I don't even know what the current medical advice is for when you're diagnosed with COVID or when you test
it's
positive.
shockingly has changed so dramatically.
Sure.
When you look up the recommendations for how long to isolate, it is as soon as you start to feel better, not even symptoms go away, as the symptoms start to improve, 24 hours after that, you are free to go and do whatever you want.
Not only are you free, you must return to
You've got
or
to get
find
out
a
there.
job. You have to find it. If you're unemployed, you need to find employment. And if you're not, that's what the doctors recommend.
If you
you
don't
must
have
enter the labor force.
Yeah, if you don't have a public-facing job, you will be assigned one as you recover from COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Kevin, what's going on with you, man?
You know, it's Black Friday. It's November 22nd when we're recording this.
I can't be
It's
clear
Black
enough.
Friday in Canada.
It simply isn't.
I'm getting so upset right now.
When is Black Friday? Here we go. Okay, well, I looked it up and it says November 29th. When is Black Friday in Canada?
You're just spending money for no reason today.
I am. I'm blowing the bank. No, hold on a second. I am confused. It is, yeah. It's just I'm getting so many ads about Black Friday this morning that I assumed it was today.
Begin early, but I believe the day
that must
is
be what it
in a
is.
week.
That must be what it is. I mean, I'm glad. Honestly, I'm stressed out about having to buy anything. So that's not really what's new. But you know what is new is Kendrick Lamar dropped a surprise album this morning, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And there's lots of good stuff on the album. It's really, really great in Kendrick Lamar's fashion, if that's your vibe. But there's a very, very interesting moment. Thomas, I was wondering if you could help me here. I'm trying to think about what's on a Chicago-style hot dog.
Yeah.
And I know there is celery salt, and there is tomato slices.
Yeah. You want me to just list other things that are on there?
I mean, I'm trying to. There's pickles and
Pickle,
relish,
mustard, onion.
Oh, so there
sport
is
peppers. So my theory is because he knows he's going to have to play the Super Bowl, he was like, I have to create a new album so I don't have to play the Drake is a pedophile song at the Super Bowl. I need to have a hit.
I think he wants to, though, doesn't he?
Wait, did the album have more Drake diss on it or more Drake content?
Yeah. I mean, or at least it's referenced a bunch of times. Like I made Drake look like an idiot. I'm the best. Fuck Drake.
Despite that, I don't know that they will allow him to say pedophile at the Super Bowl.
I mean, you just get away by just not saying it and letting the crowd say it,
the
right?
crowd
And then
will
it's
shout it.
Yeah, because you don't have to do it, and they'll still
That's
just
true.
give her. Yeah. I mean, I'll be surprised if they play Not Like Us in its entirety because it's such a long song.
Yeah.
But it is a banger, and it's pretty dynamic, and it's it was the hugest song of the year that was a rap song.
But if I were Kendrick, I would want to get away from it. I don't know. Maybe I'm very conflict avoidant, but I would hate to feel like I am now most known for this song about how much I dislike this other person.
Yeah, I would just play that at the Super Bowl. Like if I was him, I would just do that song. And get my
your
money
set
and
is
go.
15 minutes of just Not Like Us. You do it 3 times, and I mean that is also genuinely a possibility. Kendrick is that wild about these kind of things. So.
Nichole, is there, if you were to write your own diss track, is there someone, a real person or a celebrity who you would have to just settle the beef with?
Squash it even.
And my neighbors. Honestly, I have
neighbors? This is
Yeah.
interesting. Thomas was just bitching about his neighbors to me this morning.
I don't know what it is. It's just I haven't been able to figure out what it is, but I've lived here for 2 years, and it's just kind of petty, weird stuff where it's I'm like, hey, hello, and they're like, and that's all they do, and I'm like, and they talk to everyone around that owns their home. They will speak to them, but they will not speak to us.
Ay.
You have a theory about what they dislike about you?
I don't know what it
Your
is.
experience, I can't quite comment on this, but it seems like you're somehow experiencing racism. Even though you look white to me.
Unfortunately, it's not that.
I have that experience, and the answer is always, oh yeah, they're probably racist.
No, I can't figure it out, but I'd honestly be like, I just want them to say hello, because I'm from the South, so anytime someone's like not polite when I'm polite, sure. I'm just immediately offended. I'm like, I said hello.
That's
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So the listeners know this, but I'll just fill you in a bit, Nichole, that I have neighbors that are the opposite. They're very friendly when I run into them, but they have a subwoofer and it's very loud, and they play like morning, afternoon, and night a lot. Like weekdays, like 10 p.m. on a Monday, they'll be playing and it'll be so loud, like we can hear it in our living room.
Are they DJs?
I don't know if they make their own music or they just really like it. I've knocked on their door 3 times, and when I have, they're always like, oh my God, yes, we'll turn the bass down.
How only just 3 times and you left? That was the one time?
3 different times. Okay. I knocked once. So in total, I've knocked 3 times. And they opened their door, and their place was really nice. They also have a cat, which I don't think we're allowed to have, so I'm secretly hoping our landlord will find the cat and evict them. But
are you petty enough? Is it enough of a problem that you would ask? Have you asked your landlord to engage?
I have not asked the landlord yet, because I know once I do, they will immediately know it was me and will be kind of in a war. And I also, like, as much as I am very, very annoyed, I don't, your
conflict avoidance is.
Well, no, but I also don't want to evict someone.
Yeah.
In a terrible economy. So it's a weird thing. I've got their phone number, and so I'm hoping I can text them occasionally when it's too loud, but it's just like they clearly are not getting the hint that just in general it needs to be lower.
What you should do is, instead of texting them when it happens, take a video of you from your apartment and just send them a video of the noise that's coming out through the ceiling, and just constantly send them.
Pick it up that well, though.
So then it's not a problem. What are you complaining about?
That's what they're going to say. Yeah, that's why I live in hell. I think eventually we'll have to move. But anyway,
I think that's honestly the answer at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's probably actually a middle ground where you can. I know Greg on the show had asked you to just go up and like share beers with them, and I know that's not your style. Your style.
No, immediately disagree. That's going to add more, because then they're going to keep inviting you to. I've done this with a neighbor where then they're like, "Oh, Nichole's cool. Turn it up. Let's go."
Right. Yeah. And I mean, but you got it. I think you can knock on the door. What you have to do is go when it's not a problem, and it's not a problem, and say, "Hey, I was wondering if I could chat to you for a minute about this," and even I'm even willing to like let you come down and hear it. And it is really severe. Is there, I think there is. I get that also requires being, confrontational to a degree, but I think you could.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I feel like I've sent that message. Anyway, we have talked about this way too much on the show. I could be more direct.
Yeah.
And I need to like go down and be like, but the problem is, now that I've talked to them 3 times about it, a 4th time is just like every time they hear their door, they're like, it's fucking him again.
That's in your head, though. That's in your head.
Why
that's
aren't
not
they
really
changing it? What, like, this is, anyway, whatever.
Yeah, I get
like, there is something fundamentally disrespectful. They know it's bothering us. We would not be knocking repeatedly if it wasn't a problem. Anyway, whatever.
Maybe they assume you're not home, which is crazy. I think that's a stupid thing to do.
10 p.m. on a Monday night. What the fuck are you doing?
That's nuts. 10 p.m. on a Monday is fucked up.
Wear headphones. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at all. I feel cool and good.
Yeah.
Let's roll the dang wheel and
you're also sick in the heart as well as in the chest.
Yeah, I'm sick. The COVID has traveled to my brain. Woo!
What do we got?
Low-key awful. Participants must react to this trailer.
Huh?
So
there's a trailer here we're going to be reacting to. I don't know what
I wonder what this was. It's been we really do need to update the wheel.
Yeah. We still
But
have
you're gonna
enough. Oh,
screech
this
here.
video isn't available anymore. Do you remember what it was, Kevin?
No, I don't. I really genuinely don't.
Now I want to know.
Yeah, I'm so curious.
Well, we never
hold on.
will.
Thomas, can you text me the link? I'm going to bring up the Wayback Machine and see if I can find it.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll text it to you.
That's very funny.
We can do the segment just beneath it if we want to just switch it up.
Yeah. What do we got here? Hold on. What do we have? A snapshot here because it won't let. I don't think it'll let me play it, but it might just let me see it. And
is it going to be like the low-key TV show or something?
I mean,
like
I was trying to think if that was like tied to like Loki, like from the Marvel whatever.
Yeah.
But the TV shows had sufficiently fine trailers and yeah. What was this link? I don't know. I just want to know.
This is so awesome.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking about Loki now and watching that and how many times he flipped his hair. He kept flipping his hair so much.
He did do
I stopped
a lot
watching.
of hair flips. It was a lot of hair flips.
I stopped watching the show. I was like, this is making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, more like Tom Middlepart.
Oh my god. What was this YouTube
Kevin, while
video?
you're trying to find it, should we do a different segment and then maybe we'll come back to the trailer?
Yes, I think it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, this sucks. Yeah, let's do another segment.
So
this is going to take me a year.
The Night Watch. Participants must talk about stories where they stayed up very late until the wee hours of the morning.
Oh, very late. Oh,
Nichole,
man.
You ever pulled an all-Nicholer?
Yeah.
An all-nighter?
I mean, of course, when I was younger, like I just didn't, you just go out and stay out and stay out. But one time, I did it in order to ensure I made a flight. I was in my early 20s. I was traveling the world with no money as one does. And the guilt of racking up my credit card meant I could not miss a flight because I couldn't afford to rack up any more charges. And it was like that Lady Gaga thing where it was like club, another club, bus. Like that was truly how I was getting to the airport.
Oh my God. Just a
to
trek.
Heathrow. I was bouncing from club to club. So I would stay with the person who had the car. So I didn't have to do like a Lyft or an Uber or anything. And it worked out. They dropped me off in time, but I was drunk on the first half of the flight and then like hung over on the flight home. Like it was an 8-hour stint. So I think about that a lot.
They give you free alcohol on those over
and
the
I took
ocean.
it. I took it.
I do remember what this was.
The hair of the corgi.
Yes.
Kevin, what was the trailer?
It was for a movie called Loqueesha.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is it or not. It is this. I found it.
Taken down from YouTube. I guess maybe it was a bootleg.
Just you wait. I'll show you in a quick second here. I'm just going to pull it up. I'm not sure if this is the original trailer that I wanted to show previously. But I'd only heard about what it was. I hadn't watched the trailer. But here we are. You see? Look at this shit right here.
Yeah.
Black Friday. Okay.
Have a big window, but not the official day. Okay, so we're watching the trailer for Loqueesha. Check it out on YouTube if you want to watch along with us.
Because it was amazing. I saw this and I thought of you. You will be a hit in no time.
Welcome to the Joe Show. I submitted myself to a radio station for my own show.
Well, congratulations.
They rejected.
Well, congratulations then.
I'm saying on radio, but I still need my anonymity.
You nervous? It's not a crime. It's theater.
You live with Loqueesha. What's your problem?
Oh my God.
That is great.
Oh, I ain't talking to you, not the way you sound. Next caller.
You go, girl.
You just be good to her. If you good to yourself, you can be good to others. But don't be
Let's
too good
pause
because
it
the
here.
police will
Let's
come
pause
around.
it here.
I'm just going to leave. I'm just.
Yeah, Nichole has dipped off the camera. Now, this appears to be a trailer about... Well, Nichole, why don't you tell tell the people what you've seen so far.
I really, I'm going to tie this to myself. I like to make everything about me, but honestly, this feels like an autobiography a little bit about me. Because
and starting to understand
maybe I'll
your
explain what it is.
Treating
Actually,
you badly.
I don't want to hear what happened.
Yeah.
So I guess it's the Loqueesha is in this segment. What we can see is a middle-aged white man.
Mm-hmm.
He wants his own radio show, and for some reason, he wants to have Loqueesha and wants to appropriate language and pretend he is someone of another race.
I think the trailer is implying that he was not able to get it due to DEI.
Oh,
and so diversity,
part.
equity, and inclusion.
I have to assume Lynx TV is some kind of conservative publication.
No.
This is sort of a it's too hard for white guys to be on the radio nowadays, which is the funniest take imaginable. There's never been more.
There's so many.
Okay, let's
wrap
up
and
the
the
last.
idea is his impression is so good that
It's
he's
bringing the country
deceiving people across the country.
You can see in this screenshot that we've sort of paused it on, it seems to be that a prison guard and an inmate are sort of bonding over Loqueesha's
both
advice.
love it.
Both are very white.
Yeah. And that is, oh my God.
Nicole, why is it autobiographical again?
Well, okay. This is hard to explain. But when I was younger, I just wanted to fit in with my friends. And I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, where the demographics are like very different from like everywhere. So often, and this was my typical life. Like I was the only white girl in class. So like I was just usually speaking like my friends and dressing like my friends. So there's a lot of pictures and videos of me that I would never, ever, ever want to come out.
Right. Shockingly appropriate. And I now understand why you closed the closet behind you before we started recording, because clearly there was a lot of sort of
behind me.
Yeah.
I truly was one of those like side chick characters. Like I don't even know.
You're like the token white person in a Tyler Perry movie, just like along for the ride.
It was 100% me.
Let's see what the last 15 seconds of Loqueesha have to offer us here.
I don't know.
On a bridge above the river. I'm gonna jump.
But thanks for calling. Enjoy your jump.
I gotta start listening to her.
The final joke of the trailer is that in character as Loqueesha, he encourages a listener to commit suicide. I don't know if that's part of building his brand or his show.
What the hell? What the fuck?
Oh,
why?
No.
Loqueesha, no, right? Obviously not.
Oh my goodness. Hey, it has a 1.7 out of 10 on IMDb.
Wow.
So I think I'll be staying up into the wee hours of the evening watching Loqueesha tonight.
I know.
Why is this
I'm gonna
not
get
on
Thomas is gonna buy me a
Letterboxd?
subscription to Lynx TV for Black Friday. That'll be God,
I'm just adding that to my watch list real quick.
I thought it was Black Friday. It turned out it was White Friday. They were just tricking me.
Oh my God. What the hell?
I'm glad that we got there. I'm glad that Loqueesha lives on, even though the trailer has been removed from YouTube for being so offensive.
I love that you were like, what could it be that is so bad? And then we played it. It was like, oh, yeah, actually, that is pretty bad. That is pretty terrible stuff.
Let's maybe take a break here, and we'll come back with Nicole's segment.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Josiah.
And we're the co-hosts of a weekly podcast called How Star Wars Is It?
On our show, we rate and review things on a scale of 1 to 10, but not of how good or bad they are, but of how Star Wars they are.
We've covered lots of movies, from The Matrix to Guardians of the Galaxy to all the Star Wars films, but we've also reviewed things like pumpkin spice lattes, Halloween, moving, burgers,
We've got over 150 episodes, and you don't have to listen to them all. You can just find the ones that look interesting and listen to those. There's no plot, there's no continuity. You don't have to worry about that. Okay? So if that sounds fun to you, tune in to How Star Wars Is It every Monday, wherever you get your podcasts.
How Star Wars is it?
How Star Wars is it? We love you, and may the Fourth be with you.
Anyway, we're back. Nichole, do you have a segment for us?
Of course. As you know, earlier this week, I requested your addresses.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And I think the first thing I need to bring up is like, why would you both send them so quickly and easily, especially Kevin? Like, that was really brave of you.
You know, I'm a pretty easy guy to find. I genuinely have very little sense of privacy. I own two restaurants that I'm often at, and I advertise them very frequently. And so I kind of find I view my own, like, if somebody really wanted to, I don't view that as something I can be protective about or safe about. And I don't have a family to worry about. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to come and kill me, that's also fine. Essentially, I'm saying, bring it, motherfucker, is what I'm trying to say.
I wasn't trying to fight you, but I guess it's an option.
Yeah.
What I've done here is I'm like to be a little nosy. So I like to get on Google Maps and go around neighborhoods or like look up your Zillow. Like I just really like to go in rabbit holes. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna look like a real piece of shit right away.
No.
Yeah.
I kept it more about our location. So who lives in the best spot? And this is a little hard because Thomas and I live a little close to each other.
Right.
I'm the neighbor. Bless.
I was gonna say, I'm
the neighbor that's rude to you in the hall.
Yes, because you are currently wearing headphones, but you're playing music so you can hear it right now, like through the headphones. Yeah.
So I have a little quiz almost. We'll play a little guessing game and I'll tell you the facts. So who lives near the most sex offenders within a mile radius? Is it Kevin? Is it Nichole? And it's Thomas. And I'm happy to report no one on this call was on the list.
Great.
Man, could you imagine if you just asked for our things and we were just like, and also you found out
that was the condition for you to agree to do the show, to make sure that we weren't on the registry.
Yeah, we do send everyone a link to our profile, like a pre-filled out sort of,
it's simply, so here's the thing. It's very unlikely that it's Kevin simply because the density of the population in Chicago is so much higher.
Yes,
but,
I do.
And I happen to live in a suburb. I live in like a suburb outside.
But exactly, Kevin's proximity to rich people probably means that the rate of pedophilia is higher.
But I think they're also less likely to be convicted. Yeah. They're they're less. I'm sure I live near more pedophiles.
And it's also a per capita thing. We probably haven't done that math, so I'm going to assume it's a Chicago.
Yeah, I'm going to guess it's Thomas. I'm just going to guess it's Thomas because he sort of would be drawn to that. I'm going to guess that
it's Nichole because I live next to several schools, and I feel like the sex offenders would need to be a bit farther away.
Yeah, you live like right close to a school. Yeah, that's right.
I also live near schools, so that was not helpful to us.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
All right.
Kevin, did you guess Thomas?
Get your hand off my penis!
I did guess Thomas, yes.
Okay. You are correct.
Wow.
Yes.
I wondered why I felt so comfortable in this neighborhood, but I guess.
There we go. It's delayed, but I found one. Yeah.
So, Thomas, you have, within a mile radius, 28 registered.
Holy shit! That's insane! 28? What the fuck? In a mile? That's not very big.
Look, what, you don't want to live in a neighborhood with a little character, Kevin? Come on. It's called texture.
I have 19. I had 19.
Okay.
So, and
that's
then,
pretty good.
Canada.
Yeah.
And the entire, what is Winnipeg? Is it a city?
It's a city. It's a city.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's the capital of a province, which is the equivalent to a state.
If you had to guess how many total in the city.
Oh, God.
Well, I think within, actually, you know what? I'm not going to reveal too much, but I went in your neighborhood, like within a mile, and there's only 8.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Canada's doing something right.
Wait. Yeah.
I was wrong. I have pinpointed one address. It's just my house.
They all live in your domicile, but none of them is you.
All 8 of them live on my street.
No,
but
they're really far away. They're really far away for now.
Okay. They're closing.
I am looking at a chart, and I don't know when you moved in your neighborhood, but there was an uptick starting around 2017. There were none, and then they just started to move in. So I would just...
I've been here for a long time. I've been here for over 10 years, I think now.
That suggests that a lot of them were like Hillary Democrats who moved to Canada after Trump was elected the first time.
Right.
I'm going to take my sex registry elsewhere. Now, I will say, I may have encountered one of my 28 sex offenders just 2 days ago.
Well, you got to catch them all.
My girlfriend and I left our apartment, and there was a guy in our back alley peeing, which can put you on the sex offenders registry list. But unusually, he was not peeing against the brick wall. He was turned around peeing into the alley. So like the piss was flying towards us as we walked out. It was a very alarming and uncomfortable sight.
That's fucked up, man.
I've also had that in my alley before. A guy, I don't know, while he was smoking, but it wasn't out spraying, but he's not on the list. I actually checked.
This is upsetting. All right.
Let's see what other fun facts Nichole has figured out.
Gun offenders. That's the term.
I mean, you guys have got to have more gun offenders than I do.
Yeah. So it's between me and Thomas because
Obviously.
I have. And Kevin, you're winning again on this. I have violent offenders, and you are on this. You are personally not on this list.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, well, I mean, I will say Winnipeg, I think probably per capita is more dangerous than Chicago. But I'm not sure if that, like, we have a lot of violent crime.
I really doubt that because
really? I'm going to look it up.
There are certain areas of Chicago with extremely high violent crime rates. And I don't know. I could be wrong, but I would be surprised.
I mean, this is all good.
Well, I did it within a mile radius again.
Yeah,
I'm going to guess it's going to be me again. I assume that the crime rates are just a bit higher in my kind of neck of the woods.
Yeah, you are at 38 total.
Wow. Okay.
And then I go down to 10. I don't know why I have so much less. Yeah, but when in the radius of your neighborhood, Kevin.
Yeah.
You're for the year of 2024, Lord, it's 25 violent offenders. We don't have guns involved, so I think that's actually worse because like you've got to probably use your hands.
Yeah,
they're what
there's a lot of stabbings in Winnipeg.
Pugilists, right?
Yeah. We all fight. We all scrap it out. I don't want to dox myself, but I was about to make a pun over like the name of the suburb I live in, but I decided against it.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's that.
Any positive statistics
as a violent
on the? Okay.
Yeah, as a violent crime statistic. Sorry, hold on here, just 1 second. In Winnipeg, in 2023, we had. It's just the increase. I want to know. It should be the population, right? So it's like 15,074 violent crime incidents. Population of Winnipeg, because
Well, there should be like per citizen. This is the most right wing our podcast has ever been. Looking up violent crime statistics.
0.019.
Trying to say it's Chirac. We live in a danger zone.
I can't do the math right now and figure this out quickly. It's going to take me too long, and I'm not engaged, so I'll stop. But yes, anyway, they seem to be high in both places. I'm sorry for trying to make your podcast all about how dangerous our lives are.
Actually, our neighborhoods are pretty great, so I do want to end on like a cute, happy note. Is like who has the most interesting neighborhood board? So I didn't do it through Nextdoor. I went through Facebook and I was like, who has the most popping off neighborhood board? And
That's
it's kind
hilarious.
of a tie between Thomas and Kevin, because in my neighborhood, like the most exciting thing was like a dog was like someone found a dog and there's like 200 comments of people following this dog's journey. And that's fine. But everything else is
very
boring.
adorable, though.
Thomas's neighborhood has a really nice variety of like people marketing their businesses. There's a lot of family events. Like it's a really nice, wholesome, connected
it's kind of a beautiful
community.
little community we have.
Yeah.
We're just a bunch of flashers, stalkers, murderers. It's just any type of person under the sun is welcome here.
And then for mine,
you know, I don't want to talk about fake news on this podcast.
Yeah, baby, we out here with the crazy
I don't know
shit.
How to share my screen,
my neighbors are nuts, man. The people who live around me are psychotic.
I am really. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen.
I do want to move pretty badly. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I was looking at Zillow, and the houses look really nice around you. Your house looks nice. On Zillow.
Kevin lives in a development of sorts.
Oh, should I?
It's
am I supposed to
kind
put
of
this screen that you're sharing on the stage?
Yeah. Do you want?
I guess so. If you want. So
what
this
the
was
fuck?
in your. So
Simon Cowell.
Yeah, today posted at 2:49.
This
and they
was
also put the timestamp. This is what they're sharing in your neighborhood board. And
in my neighborhood board, they're
it.
talking about a person in Chicago. It says, very sad, 39 minutes ago in Chicago. What are the chances of that?
Did Simon Cowell die? What happened? No, this is fake news. This is Photoshop.
Yeah. I don't know. I almost couldn't tell, but then we get to down here.
Is this terrible?
This is the most misleading thing I've seen since Loqueesha.
But what do you get from sharing this? Like, what are you getting? And who are these people?
I love the funeral picture. They've already
sobbing.
memorialized. He just died. They're holding a casket, wailing that his photo is on a fucking portrait
he was
stand.
driving through Winnipeg for some reason, careened into the side of the road.
So, and also, this guardrail has bisected this vehicle somehow. Like, it doesn't. Even the crash might be AI generated. It doesn't even look like that's even feasibly possible.
Seems like William Hung sabotaged, like put sugar in his gas tank to get revenge on him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's I just feel like you really lost out on this one. Fake news. Nothing about anything going on actually in your neighborhood. So
by the way, update, I was totally wrong. Chicago's violent crime rate is significantly higher than Winnipeg's when it comes to homicides and gun violence. But it does not. It just simply doesn't compare to Chicago's. You guys have way more than I do, so I was full of shit.
I found a site Numbeo that did a crime comparison between Chicago and Winnipeg, and it wasn't that big a difference.
I asked ChatGPT, so
that could be completely a lie.
Yeah,
but this is the thing. So
fictionalized.
Level of crime is close. They put 78 for Chicago, 71 for Winnipeg. But crime increasing in the past 3 years. Winnipeg is higher, 76 for Winnipeg, 72 for Chicago. So they're gaining on us.
Yeah, we are getting. It is getting worse out here. But yeah, shout out to Winnipeg. That is very fun. I love those statistics. Thank you for stalking us.
Yeah, Thank you for giving me your address. I really liked going
the
around
stuff
your
about my board.
On Google Maps, it was really nice.
Yeah, my house is all right. It's actually definitely the worst house on this street. It's not a bad house by any stretch, but it's like one of the only bungalows. Every house on the street is like two stories, and often with like a triple garage, and it's like a very I really don't like living where I live because I used to work at the university, which is relatively close here, and I don't now, and it's I'm far away from work and I'm far away from my friends, so I'd like to move. So I'm planning on moving Maybe closer to
I
where
hope
Thomas's
this
parents
encouraged
live.
you. This is why I did it, to show
Yeah,
you.
to scare you out of your neighborhood.
Yeah. I'm going to send you my potential list of addresses and be like, how many sex offenders are in this area? And I mean, I guess I could just look that up myself.
If you print off some of those threatening statistics, I could slide them under my neighbor's door to kind of suggest, is this as safe a place as you think?
Right,
maybe they should move.
Maybe this is, if you're comfortable, you could just you could be like, I have to tell you something. You're a sex offender. You could go and be like, hey.
Oh, I could knock on their door for a different reason.
Oh man, that would actually work though.
It's not the subwoofer this time. It's
and you've already got their phone number, which is like a breach of you should do one more thing where you hang out with them one night where
an Amber Alert from my number saying like just a heads up. The full moon is out kind of thing.
Full moon is out?
Let's maybe do one more segment. We
you
could go back to the staying up all night, but I feel like we sort of covered that. Let's
you feel like we've cut the...
This just yells so loud. Our audience... Okay, we've got Capital Punishment from Chris Turner.
Uh-oh.
So we are supposed to ask a stranger, which I guess is our guest, sorry, Nichole, what is the capital of Croatia?
It's a really...
You can't look this up,
this wasn't a test, but now...
Yeah, you said it was going to be a job interview, now it's a test.
You know, if I'm really digging down deep inside, does Croatia even need a capital? Does it belong to the people?
Let's go. That's truth. That's snaps.
Snaps for no caps.
Yeah, it's a little outdated to think of a capital.
I think it's kind of obvious.
Mm-hmm.
It's the C, right?
You mean the letter?
Yeah.
Oh.
Capitalized letter. Pretty proud of yourself for that shit?
I mean, does it look like it?
I'm proud.
I'm going to give you guys a hint, but I do want to hear your first real guess if you have one. I wouldn't have known this.
Croatia. I got Crete?
Crete. I think that's in Greece.
I think it is in Greece.
Lutz sounds like a...
Lutz. Unfortunately,
with a Z?
No. But this is what I was going to say. It begins with a Z. Can you think of any sort of famous city name that starts with a Z?
Zurich?
It is not
Zeus?
Zanzibar. Zeus is a little closer because there's a vowel after the Z.
I mean,
but
for
not
sure.
an E. Kevin, any
Zambia?
thoughts?
That's a country.
That is not
in Africa.
Correct. Yes, that's an African.
Am I in like a 7th grade social studies class?
Yeah, this is your worst
so
nightmare.
hard not to cheat.
Yeah, this is really screwing with me.
This is Democracy Manifest.
So I'll give you more of a detailed hint. It is 2 syllables.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to combine the 2 words,
mm-hmm.
one might be a nickname for a very popular food item, and then the second might be kind of what you would do if you were snatching or swiping something.
I know what it is.
Yes.
It's Zagreb or like
yes.
yeah.
Zagreb, I believe, is the correct answer.
The famous home of za, yes. Not za.
Pizza was invented in Croatia. That's capital punishment. Thanks, Chris Turner. Always finding a way to make us look foolish. We do appreciate it. God, I'm really relieved that I got to just see the answer and didn't have to guess. Nichole, that's our show. Thank you so much for coming on.
We did it. We did it.
Shout out season 1 sketch show, which I do with Nichole. She's very funny. We write and act, and we do brand new sketches every time. Our next show, I believe, is December 3rd. which is December 5th rather, on a Thursday at 8:30 at the Den Theater. You should check that out. And anything else? I know you're a mystery guest. Anything else you would like our listeners, viewers to check out?
After not being on Instagram for many years, I am on Instagram at Nichole is online. Are we gonna do a sound? I have a custom sound for this.
Okay.
You do?
No, I was letting you do it for me.
Sure, I got you.
For the people not watching the video.
Nuclear bombs. Swag Messiah.
I am Jesus. That is.
I think you just. I just want to be clear that you heard the beginning of that. Hold on, sorry.
Legalize nuclear bombs. Swag Messiah.
Just you're legalizing nuclear bombs.
Yes.
Okay. Checking out, Nicole's Instagram. Lots of crime statistics on here as well.
Yeah, shocking amount.
Kind of a special interest.
There's actually, this is, I can see on, because my house is, you've sort of posted pictures of my house.
Is that okay? I'm sorry. You left the windows open and I just like to take a look.
Your grid is kind of zoomed in photos of neighborhoods in major cities with just like red, like dark red indicating do not go here.
It's a little tough. But,
I'm really big on the Citizen app. I don't know if you've ever been on it.
I've heard it's great. I've heard it's great, folks. If you're in Winnipeg and you want to check out something cool, Club Soda Improv will be doing a brand spanking new improv show for the holiday season on December 28th. You can check us out. I don't think, maybe by the time this episode comes out, I will have a link with actual more information in the description. Maybe not. You might have to wait till next week. But that's what's going on in the city here. T-Bone, I guess you plugged season 1.
I've already plugged that. I will say again, my Beloved is going up at Second City Main Stage on the 27th. That is Wednesday of the week this comes out. So if you know or
Feminist alert.
Just want to check it out.
Alert.
You can definitely come to see that, and it'll be a great show. Come support her and see some wonderful sketch comedy.
Right. And check out What We Do in the Basement, Thomas and I's Let's Play D&D podcast that also features great other guests of the show, Jesse Berg and Luke Ceslo and Natasha Duran. It's a blast. We are nearing, I just popped off another episode. We're nearing, I think, into episode 80 soon. Shit is wild. It's fun. It's crazy. And we might, assuming everyone's lives can coincide, get a holiday special out for the holiday season.
Yes. I plan to join back for that one.
You'll see Thomas back in the what's the audio version of Flesh in the sound wave?
In the Echo.
In the Echo.
Fred Claus may be making his triumphant return.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
The chat is just going out of control right now.
It's very much is. It very much is. And folks, if you're sitting at home, you're looking at the calendar and like, oh, what should I do this week? Maybe consider downloading Lynx TV and giving Loqueesha a watch. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and thank you so much for being a guest, Nichole, on this week's episode of... Oh, wait, sorry. No, that's not what the show is called. That's not what the show is called at all. It's...